Hey, so I'm continuing vlogging on my journey to Mexico to serve with my nonprofit Misión de Caridad, and wanted to share with you a sad but really cool story. So there's this family, they lived in Honduras, and they had to flee because they saw some violent gang activity that had occurred, and so the gang started blackmailing them. And so the family sold, basically, well, they started paying the bribe and eventually had to sell their family business, all of the tools and everything else they had in order to be able to pay off the gang. When there was no money left, they threatened to take their two young daughters. So in the night, the grandma, the dad, the parents, and the two girls fled to the United States border. They walked for 3 months to get to the US border and presented themselves. And then, due to some administration policies, they were sent back to Mexico where they had crossed, and they've actually been in a shelter since May of 2019. Well, a dear friend here had heard about their plight and agreed to be their sponsor. So she reached out to them and also told the government that in fact she would sponsor them if they could come to the US. But of course they've been waiting all this time, and with the pandemic their shelter closed. So they're in the shelter but they're not allowed to leave. But the woman, or this family here in Massachusetts, reaches out to them on a regular basis. So, and speaks to them and has built a relationship with them. So when I knew that I was going to be crossing in Tijuana on Monday, I reached out to my friend and said, hey, does your family need anything? And she said it would be so great if you could deliver a laptop to them so that I could teach them English. So today I had the opportunity with my daughter, who's here in Los Angeles, to go to Best Buy, and we actually purchased on behalf of my friend a Chromebook. And so now on Monday, when I cross over, I'm going to go back to the shelter. I met them actually last March, or actually earlier this year, March, when I was in Mexico. And I'm going to see them again, and I'm going to be able to bring them this laptop, and they are going to start learning English in preparation for maybe someday they will be permitted to seek asylum in the US. So that's the real cool story. So thank you for listening.